evening and welcome to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Veronica Flores.
And I'm Jay Van Dyke. It's a busy day in Oxford as cleanup from Winter Storm Fern continues across the city, and many students on campus observe a religious holiday.
But before we dive into tonight's headlines, the weather the past few days has been all over the place. I'm hoping that we start to see some more consistent temperatures soon.
I agree, although I didn't mind the weather today. It wasn't too cold, wasn't too hot.
Let's check in now with weather anchor Trip Robald for a look at what's going on outside.
Hey everybody, it's Trip. As you can see, it's a pretty nice day outside other than the mugginess of the sky, but pretty decent warm temperatures. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Trip. It's Ash Wednesday, a day when faith is often front and center in students' lives.
Though Pew Center research suggests the number of young people with deep religious beliefs has not increased over the years, NewsWatch reporter Caroline Dardo shows us that might be different at Ole Miss.
They came through the door one after another on this Ash Wednesday, a day that makes some Christians' faith visible to the community.
Ash Wednesday is the day that Lent begins. Lent is 40 days of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving in the Christian tradition that images Jesus's 40 days of temptation and fasting in the desert.
This is an important day for Catholics and other Christians. Philosophy professor Dr. Catherine Moses says she sees students at Ole Miss generally feel comfortable expressing their faith.
Ole Miss is a unique place, right? In my experience being here, I have found so much interest, even in my philosophy classes, from students wanting to talk about their faith during class or write about their faith in assignments.
As the pews began to pack, students felt the calling to participate.
I really like seeing everybody here. I mean, a lot of people come here that don't normally come here on Sundays, and I think it's a beautiful thing just to remember the passion of Jesus Christ and also, obviously, our mortality with the ashes.
With faith being in front and center on this day, Barfield says she's encouraged by what she sees on campus.
So I graduated from Ole Miss and I was a student here and was involved in our campus ministry before I got this role in leading the campus ministry. And I think there's been a profound shift in participation in people who are on fire for their faith.
Some students from across campus took time today to show their faith through ashes, taking the line to the streets.
I grew up Catholic. This is an important day for me and my family, and it's something that we've always done. So in a way, it's tied to religious belief, but in a way, it's also tied to tradition and family beliefs.
I'm Caroline Dardo with NewsWatch Ole Miss.
A section of the Yazoo City Fire Station collapsed this past Saturday night. It's still unclear what caused the collapse. The Yazoo City Fire Department reported no fatalities or injuries as of today. The building was built in 1904 after a massive fire ravaged the city and withstood the test of time all the way until now. Yazoo City Mayor David Sterling went out yesterday to assess the damage to the building. He hopes to have a report on the damage by the end of the week. The fire department will be resuming its operations in an, as of now, undecided building until further notice.
Lee County supervisors have officially banned the use and sale of an herbal substance known as kratom. Kratom is a substance derived from a Southeast Asian tree that works similarly to opioids. The substance comes in various forms such as leaves, which can be put into tea or in pill form. The drug, commonly sold in gas stations, was unanimously voted against by the Lee County Board of Supervisors on Tuesday. This ban will prohibit distribution of the drug. The concerns surround the lack of regulation for kratom. There are currently 2 reported deaths as a result of overdose. The individuals had a mixture of substances in their system, including kratom. But on a lighter note, Oxford Mayor Robin Tannehill shared a sweet letter from a very helpful 7-year-old. The note mailed to the Mayor Tannehill explained that 7-year-old Angelica wanted to give $5 from her piggy bank to help Oxford, quote, turn on the electricity. The mayor shared this photo on Facebook, saying that it made everyone in City Hall's day and thanking the child for her sweet donation.
Oxford is a town known for its abundance of trees. The towering trees of the Grove are an iconic part of the university and the town as a whole. But due to Winter Storm Fern, many of Oxford's trees were damaged or even knocked down. The city of Oxford is starting a tree fund that you can donate now at oxfordms.net. All proceeds will be donated directly to the tree fund. The city will also be running a tree database to figure out exactly how many and what kind of trees will be planted. They will also be hosting community tree planting events throughout the rebuilding process. A group of volunteer workers in Oxford are serving up hot and ready meals for those in need. Let's take a look with NewsWatch reporter Gabe Evans.
Where the next meal comes from can be a question some struggle to answer across this community, but one community organization is working to make a difference in reducing hunger across the city. More Than a Meal offers more than dinner. It's a way the community can come together to support one another. One of the founders, Christy Bridger, says it was her upbringing where she found her drive for community service.
The ice storm really made me realize how much I love this community. I mean, so many people from all walks of life came through, but really I'm from Meridian, Mississippi, and so just my family, we just always were tight-knit and just gave back what we had, and so I just grew up with that.
More Than a Meal provides free meals and tutoring for students each Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. at Central Elementary School. Each week, volunteers from across Oxford and the Ole Miss community are making a difference by simply giving their time. Maylee Bauman says volunteering is inspirational.
It was so special because we've just had the winter storm and everybody is still recovering from it, and seeing everybody come out from the community that needed help and seeing the people from the community that could help was really special.
More Than a Meal remains committed to providing for this community each week, and you have the opportunity to do so as well. You can visit the link in their Instagram bio to sign up to donate a meal or just volunteer your time. Reporting at Central Elementary School, I'm Gabe Evans, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Thank you, Gabe. Seeing organizations that work so hard to give back to the Oxford community warms my heart, especially after everything our city has gone through with Winter Storm Fern.
I feel the same way, and I am so thankful to see some warmer temperatures. Tripp, what can we expect from the weather tonight?
Well, tonight we can look at around 60 degrees, so pretty solid temperatures, but just a slight bit of rain. So nothing too crazy, but I will have your full weather forecast after the break.
Creating a legacy takes time, takes dedication, spirit, and a greater vision. That vision starts here at the University of Mississippi. What will you be remembered by? Your character, your contributions, your friendship. Your legacy will define who we are now and who we are becoming for our state, our students, and our future. Ole Miss, build your legacy.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
It's yours?
No,
Your mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must have...
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Hey everybody, I am your Stormwatch host, Tripp Robold, and today's current conditions are looking all right. We got around 64 degrees and cloudy, nothing too exciting here in Oxford. I know our beautiful town is still recovering, but not the most beautiful conditions quite yet. We got winds around southwest around 5 to 10 miles an hour, so just a slight little breeze. I would probably say long sleeves, maybe some coats if you'd like. Precipitation tonight, we're looking around 30%, and during the day, just slight little mists, nothing too bad. Tonight's conditions, or today's highs, we are looking at around 68, 69, 70 in the Holly Springs, Oxford area. Pretty decent temperatures. I know the sun isn't out, but hey, it's decently warm. Over around the Tupelo and Corinth area, we're looking around 70, 67 degrees in Corinth, so a little bit chillier down there, nothing too crazy. Tonight's conditions, on the other hand, it is 60 degrees, mostly cloudy, so maybe if you're trying to get to look at the stars tonight, not the best night tonight. Winds around south at 5 to 10 miles an hour with precipitation rates of about 30%, so it might sprinkle, drizzle on you a little bit tonight. Tomorrow's forecast, we're looking at some decently warm temperatures, Oxford. 76 degrees, partly sunny tomorrow. So maybe if you'd like, maybe wear the t-shirt, maybe wear some shorts, just if you'd like. Winds south-southwest at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. 70% chance of rain later in the evening. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you got a rain jacket with you if you're going to class, if you got some later classes in the day. And then around Holly Springs, Oxford, South Haven area tomorrow, we're looking around 75, 74 degrees. These are some pretty warm temperatures for this time of year in February. And then Corinth and Tupelo, we are actually looking at about 76 degrees. This is pretty warm. I would get out there in a t-shirt and just enjoy it while you can. And then our radar, we've got around Mississippi area, we've got just a little bit of rain just lingering around. That's what the clouds and the precipitation is here for. Later in the week, everybody in Oxford, we've got two fronts coming in. We've got a cold and warm front. We've got mixed temperatures around like your 60 degrees, what we've been seeing for the past few weeks. And then what to expect, we've got a cold front coming from the west. We've got some cold weather. So middle of the week, it will be dropping down. Temperatures will be dropping. See here, Thursday to Friday, we've got some warm temperatures. Get out and enjoy it. We've got some 40, 60% chances of rain, lower temperatures decently. Just keep that in mind. And then around Saturday, we've got 65, decently sunny still, some rain, so just keep that in mind. But between Saturday and Sunday, we have got us a cold front headed our way. Temperatures are dropping around to our 30s at night.
Well, the weather's heating up, but so is Ole Miss baseball.
Yeah, so Macy, tell us what's going on in the world of sports.
Well, baseball had a huge win last night against Arkansas State, but women's basketball also had a huge win. So we'll have a little bit more about that whenever we get back from this short break.
We're here when you're ready.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Disaster tips from the objects left behind.
My home wasn't insured, but you can check your insurance policy now to make sure you're covered. Oh.
My savings are lost, but you can put money aside and plan for unexpected disaster costs.
We're lost forever, but you can scan important documents now so they survive.
For more tips on how to prepare, visit ready.gov.
Two flashlights.
What's up, champ? I feel like you get taller every time I see you. Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Macy Ivy with all of your sports updates.
Ole Miss women's basketball took down number 21 Tennessee, but on top of that, the Rebels' very own Cody McMahon dropped a career-high 39 points. McMahon ties this record with Eugenia Connor and Peggy Gillum for most points in a single game. Cody has scored at least 20 points in 16 games so far this season and had a double-double with 10 rebounds in last night's game. This feat has made her the first Rebel in the past 25 seasons with at least 35 points and 10 rebounds in a game. But there's always room for improvement, and with 4 games left in the regular season, we'll see if Cody can break this record once again. And taking things to the diamond, Rebel baseball walked off Arkansas State in last night's game with a 7-6 win. This was the first time Owen Kelly took the mound, throwing 3 innings with 3 strikeouts. Will Furness put the Rebels on the board, reaching an error and scoring Judd Utermark. Arkansas State then answered with 3 runs of their own in the 3rd inning. Fast forward to the 7th inning, where the Rebs scored a run as well as in the 8th, tying the game at 6. Bottom of the 9th, Braden Randall smashes a ball to right center, scoring Brett Mosley and defeating the Red Wolves. Ole Miss is currently playing Jackson State and Swayze, and you can watch on SEC Network Plus. And men's golf is currently in 3rd place through 2 rounds at the Watersound Invitational. Freshman Daniel Toff holds the lead at 10 under. Today he posted 3 under on the front 9 and 2 under on the back with a total of 5 under 65. Tom Fisher also had an impressive performance with 2 under 68, putting him just outside of the top 20. The Rebels ranked 2nd in par 3 and par 4 scoring on the day, with the final round currently underway. Well, sports are moving and highlights have been made. Alyssa Perilli has the best of the week.
Records are falling and highlight reels are growing as the 2026 winter and spring seasons overlap in Oxford. The 2026 season has been full of standout moments for Ole Miss athletics, starting on the diamond. During opening weekend at Swayze Field, Danielle Pasella crushed a 447-foot home run against Nevada. On the defensive end, Ole Miss women's basketball has made its mark. Latasha Lattimore recorded a 12-game block streak this season. Then the men followed with a thriller against Georgia, as AJ Storr scored 27 points to lead the Rebels to a win. Offensively, Cody McMahon stayed hot, scoring 20-plus points for the 5th straight game against Arkansas. From clutch performances to record-setting moments, Ole Miss athletics continues to shine across multiple sports early in 2026. From NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Alyssa Perilli.
Thanks, Alyssa. Well, switching gears to winter sports, USA's Michaela Schifrin won gold in women's slalom in the Winter Olympics. Now, Schifrin hasn't won a race in 8 years, even being known as the greatest alpine skier of all time. She said it felt like, quote, being born again. She won by 1.5 seconds, making her the first American skier to win 3 alpine gold medals. This was a huge feat for Schifrin after failing in the 2022 Olympics, overcoming the 2 biggest crashes of her career, and all while battling with post-traumatic stress disorder. She has now won 3 golds and a silver at the Olympics, marking 71 wins in her career. That's all I have for your sports updates. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Macy, for that sports update.
After the break, we'll be talking all things national news. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Hey, Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Because picking up litter costs us time
and money.
MDOT spends $3.2 million a year picking up litter.
That's money that could be used to maintain roads and bridges,
patch potholes,
and focus on improving Mississippi's infrastructure.
Please help us help you.
We can't do it without you. Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Hi. Can I get the now bar, please?
No problem. $1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hi, can I get a now bar, please? Uh-huh.
$1.
Thanks.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
You got it.
get a now bar?
Hey, stop right there! Get down on the ground! Out of your car right! Get down! Over your head! Now!
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Have you ever felt like you paid just a little too much rent? You're not alone. NewsWatch reporter John Wicks takes a deeper look into the rent rates of Oxford.
Construction for new apartment complexes are underway in Oxford as Ole Miss continues to enroll more students. The rising cost of rent is ever present on one student's mind. Cameron Fleming stays at the Domain, an apartment complex close to campus where she and her roommate have seen steady increases in the amount of rent that they have to pay.
My first year there, rent was, I want to say $749. It went up an extra $120, $125 around that range, and now it's going up again about that same amount, so I'll be paying $9 something in rent for next year.
As a student worker, Fleming believes that the increases in rent makes having an outside source of income a must.
I feel as if you don't have a job and if your parents aren't helping you out or have the ability to help you out, you're going to struggle very, very much.
Professor of real estate law, Jade Craig, says one major reason for the rising cost of rent is due to the large number of vacation and second homes here.
Over 20% of all the housing stock in Oxford is unoccupied for most of the year. So there are many people who live in neighborhoods with large numbers of homes that are vacant, underutilized, or unoccupied most of the year.
Craig makes it clear that the rising cost of rent is a problem that won't leave Oxford anytime soon.
Because what we have now is a crisis. It's not simply a problem or a thing that will go away, it's a crisis.
Professor Craig believes that the most direct step to take is for the university to begin regulating prices through leasing agreements with different properties in Oxford. Until then, it is unlikely that rental prices will begin to decrease. From Oxford, Mississippi, John Wicks, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
In state news, senators from North Mississippi are pleading for the state to improve their disaster response tactics after over 1,000 residents lacked power almost 3 weeks after Winter Storm Fern. Senator Rita Potts Parks said that getting resources to her district from the Mississippi Emergency Management Agency took days and noted that 5 or 6 counties went over 2 days without any power. Parks and other Mississippi senators spoke during the discussion of the Senate Bill 2632, which designed to create a disaster recovery emergency loan program. The bill passed in the chamber and is now headed to the House. Let's hand it over to Veronica for your national news update.
Thanks, Jay. Now, in news out of Washington, we're seeing a growing number of Democrats planning to boycott President Donald Trump's State of the Union address next week. Instead of being present in the chambers like last year, the group of Democratic lawmakers plan to attend a rally on the National Mall, which they're calling the People's State of the Union. The goal of the event is to profile leaders and people affected by Republican policies, for example, federal employees who lost their jobs. Trump's address is scheduled for next Tuesday, February 24th. Moving into California, a new trial out of Los Angeles is accusing Meta and YouTube of intentionally designing their platforms to be addictive. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg is testifying this week as parents are calling for accountability for Meta. Important court documents show a 20-year-old woman claiming app features from Meta and YouTube are to blame for harming her mental health at a young age, while Meta argues that her struggles are a result of a difficult family life, not their platforms. One of Facebook's whistleblowers, Frances Haugen, says Zuckerberg's testimony will put a lot on the line for his company. Devastating news out of Northern California, where a group of skiers were caught in an avalanche yesterday near Lake Tahoe. Emergency rescues officials report an avalanche striking Castle Peak at 11:30 a.m., prompting 46 first responders to spring into action. After 11 hours, Nevada Sheriff's Department officials reported 8 people deceased and 6 people rescued from the debris. However, they suffered various serious injuries. One skier is still reported missing, while authorities continue to comb the ice to find them. This wraps up our national news update. Back to you at the desk, Jay.
Thanks, Veronica. You're going to want to grab your popcorn because after the break, we're discussing the latest in movies. NewsWatch Ole Miss. We'll be right back.
If words were enough, I would help you bear your burden. I would watch each child of yours grow strong and true. Teach them to read and to write and to sing so that their voices be forgotten nevermore. If words were enough, I would sate your hunger and you would know you are my sister, my brother, my child. If words were enough.
We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are distinguished as a Carnegie R1 top 2.5% research institution. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Valentine's Day has come and gone, but a tragic love story is still drawing crowds to theaters.
That's right. This weekend, all eyes were on Emerald Fennell's Wuthering Heights. The film starring Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi tells a love story that was never actually written to be romantic.
The film was a box office success, earning back its $80 million budget during its opening weekend. While the movie shares the same name as Emily Bronte's only novel, the film didn't necessarily follow the plot of the book, especially when it comes to the portrayal of the story's male lead, Heathcliff.
Many viewers have expressed that the change to his character undermines the original message of the novel, while others have enjoyed the piece as a tragic love story.
I don't know. I'm going to go see it this weekend. I actually have plans to go see it, so I'm going to let you guys know.
You'll have to tell me how it is.
I'll get back to you.
I don't know how it'll go, but Charlie XCX's album has enough to say for me.
That's all we have tonight. I'm Veronica Flores.
And I'm Jay Van Dyke with your latest news.
I'm Trip Robold with Stormwatch.
And with Sports Watch, I'm Macy Ivy.
Thank you for watching NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Good night.